What's up, everybody? Tommy here, Math Productions. I said there'd probably be one more video to end the year, and this is the video we're going with here. It's my full load order from start to finish, so uneventful on screen unless you're like me and are really into mods and how they work together and how best to try to set yourself up for success and avoiding failure when you're building your load order, right? So that's the video here. We're waiting specifically for the Fortified update from Something Wicked to be available on Xbox through Creations. Once that's up, I'm hoping here later tonight. I'm definitely jumping right in. And to address what I'm saying right in, it's not just building a new outpost. So I need to state definitively at the onset of this blurb that Something Wicked has been very consistent and very direct and very clear since they've started warning that like this new update is gonna break your game save. I, for whatever reason, because of my lack of reading comprehension and just general thinking at times, I just kept hearing that in my head as, oh man, my outpost is gonna break, so I'm gonna have to build a new outpost. But so we'll address the fact that there's a split probably in perspectives on this. I say all the time, I'm a chronic habitual restarter. So when I found out definitively after finally listening to like the spoken words of Something Wicked, they put out a video a few hours ago that's a full showcase of what's all in the Fortified 1.1 update. And shout out to there's a Tommy gun, and they showed me some love in their video and in this build update coming up. So definitely huge thank you to Something Wicked 3 for the support that they've been showing me. Their mods are fantastic. You guys absolutely know how I feel about those mods. That's literally why I took great pleasure after watching that update video, logging into the game, before even checking Creations to see if the update was available. I deleted that entire playthrough that we had going because it's not even my fault, right? It's not even just me on a whim choosing to restart. I have to because the mods are going to break. And so that's where I said we'll acknowledge there is going to be probably a split. Some people are probably not as flippant as me with their play and are a little bit more personally invested. I know that Something Wicked feels terrible for those people who might be a little bit saddened by the news that your entire game save is probably what's going to have to be reset, not just a specific or handful of outposts. And if you've been listening to me in the past few videos that I've put out where I've just been emphasizing the outposts because of my lack of reading comprehension, I apologize if I have led you astray. And telling you what to look forward to from the update. But I am absolutely excited personally. Like I said, with glee, without even checking if it was available, I immediately deleted my save. I've already got a awesome fun plan in mind for how I'm gonna start a new game. We're gonna start ourselves off with a build already intact before we get into the actual game. We'll get into the roleplay reasons, the backstory, the character that we're going to play through, but I think it's going to be an incredibly fun way to start out 2025, and I'm always looking forward to restarting on a completely blank canvas with all of the new tools that I have available and the lessons that I've learned from previous experiences, right? So I'm excited for it, and I hope that you are too. And not too long ago, I was rewatching that 1.1 update video, and Something Wicked replied to a comment from a user asking if it's available for Xbox yet, and they said not yet, but hopefully here soon this evening. So fingers crossed that we'll be literally ending 2024 and bringing in 2025 with the ability to build some amazing new outposts. And luckily for me at least, it'll be on a brand new, clean, fresh character, new game save file. Now that I've talked halfway through my load order, which is actually the majority of the non-outpost main gameplay and lighting specific mods here we have at the end, this is the main part that most people watching my videos are probably interested in. This is the Outpost section. We start out with Outpost mods that impact the settings and the mechanics of how Outposts work and function, and then we get into the ones that actually add or unlock the core items themselves, building pieces, structures, etc. Those I literally just put in alphabetical order. One, it makes it super easy when individual mods have to update, like when Nem's Deco pack needs to update. I know that it's in between the M and the O, right? Had to think about the alphabet for a second, but it makes it easier to organize. I have like 30 or 40 mods that are just for Outposts specifically. Again, the load order is just under 140, so with 30 to 40 mods being just Outposts, that's a big portion of our load order here. And again, the easiest way to manage it is one, put the overall category of mod type in the right spot on the load order. It absolutely can and should probably go towards the bottom, just because it doesn't need to load as a foundational type mod. They're mostly just unlocking the ability to use things that are already in the game. They're not necessarily changing a bunch about the game, and even those ones like Bard's Outpost and Z-Ogre's Easy Repair, stuff like that, I put those above the structural type mods because they're impacting the mechanics and the settings, but they're not really impacting anything at all in the game outside of just the outposts. A quick rundown of how we got to this point. Start out with the framework mods, the mods that change core aspects of the entire gameplay, things that impact the graphics, things that add new locations, things that impact the NPCs and your followers, things that impact you, and then we get into the more tangible things like the spaceships, and then apparel, and then weapons, before finally getting down into the outposts. From there, I use the that end space for the things I don't want to be overridden by anything else, the ones that I want to make sure are going to work as intended, things like Xenomaster, the gang's all here, the fast start mods, stuff like that, I put towards the bottom. I get my UI type mods in there, and then I end out at the very end with the lighting specific mods. But I hope this video helps you in your load order. I hope you go back through and check out each individual one of these mods on screen. They're worth it. I hope you guys have a great new year, and I look forward to 2025. Take care.